Well met, friends. I am Archmage Milo Luckyleaf of the Riven Council, and today we are studying Staggering Smite. Most paladins look at this spell, compare the damage to a straight divine smite, and put it back on the shelf. That is the wrong comparison entirely. Staggering Smite is not a damage tool, it is a reaction deletion machine, and the paladins who understand that are running some of the most devastating party combinations I have ever witnessed. Let me walk you through what this spell actually does, because two of the most common readings at any table are wrong in ways that cost real fights. Staggering Smite is a 4th level evocation, bonus action to cast, concentration up to 1 minute, verbal component only. You cast it before you swing. When your very next melee weapon attack connects, the target takes 4d6 psychic damage and must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, 3 things happen. The target has disadvantage on attack rolls, disadvantage on ability checks, and it cannot take reactions. Now, here is where the first costly misread lives. Those 3 effects, the disadvantage and the reaction denial, end at the end of the target's next turn, not at the end of the spell's 1 minute duration. 1 enemy turn, that is all you get. The 1 minute concentration window exists only to give you time to land the triggering hit. Once the hit connects and the save is failed, the clock on the debuff is already ticking down to the end of that creature's very next turn. I have watched paladins cast this spell, believing the enemy would be hobbled for the entire combat. They were not. The debuff is gone before the paladin's second attack. If you cast Staggering Smite thinking it will carry a fight, you will be disappointed. If you cast it thinking it will own a single enemy turn, you will be dangerous. The second misread is quieter, but it bites harder at high tiers of play. Players assume that stripping a creature's reactions also strips its legendary actions. It does not. Legendary actions are a separate mechanic entirely. The spell text removes reactions, and legendary actions are not reactions unless a specific ability in the stat block is explicitly worded as a reaction. The Marilith's parry, for instance, is written as a reaction so that one is blocked. But the standard legendary action suite of a dragon or a lich, those run on their own economy. Concentration ends, the debuff fades, and the ancient dragon is still spending 3 legendary actions per round without a care. Mark me. Know the stat block before you assume the spell has shut something down. Picture this. Your party is somewhere it should not be, facing an archmage who has been counterspelling every significant piece of magic your wizard has attempted. Your wizard is sitting on a 7th level spell slot and absolutely nothing to show for it. The archmage has a counterspell reaction loaded and waiting, and your wizard knows it. This is the moment Staggering Smite earns everything. The paladin goes first. Bonus action, Staggering Smite. The hit connects, the wisdom save fails, and the archmage's reaction is gone. Completely gone, for the entirety of the archmage's next turn. Your wizard now has a window. No counterspell, no shield, no reaction of any kind standing between that 7th level slot and its target. The archmage cannot interrupt. The archmage cannot deflect. The archmage simply has to absorb whatever your wizard decides to spend that slot on. I have seen this combination end encounters that had no business ending. The paladin does not need to deal the killing blow. The paladin's job in that moment is to open the door, and Staggering Smite opens it cleanly. This is the reframe I want you to carry away from this spell. When you are evaluating Staggering Smite against Divine Smite on a damage spreadsheet, you are asking the wrong question. The right question is, which enemy in your current situation has a reaction worth more than 14 average psychic damage? A counterspell reaction on an archmage is worth more. A shield reaction on a spellcaster who has been absorbing every hit your fighter lands is worth more. A parry reaction on a creature you need to drop in a single coordinated round is worth more. 2 things to hold alongside this. First, Staggering Smite requires concentration, which means you cannot be running Bless at the same time. Bless hands a d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws to up to 3 allies every single round for a full minute. Against most encounters, that cumulative value runs well ahead of a single target, single turn debuff. Do not drop Bless for Staggering Smite unless the target you are about to swing at is specifically worth the trade. Second, if the creature you are targeting has a high Wisdom save modifier or legendary resistance, the debuff may never land at all. 4d6 Psychic averages 14 damage. A 4th level Divine Smite averages 22.5. If the save succeeds, you have paid a 4th level slot for 14 damage and a dropped concentration spell. That is a losing exchange by any reckoning. Save Staggering Smite for the fights where the reaction is the prize and where you have reason to believe the Wisdom save is beatable. There is more on Staggering Smite at therivencouncil.com, including the full list of when to reach for it and when to leave it prepared but uncast. If this study served you well, I would ask that you subscribe to the Arcane Library and leave the Council your favor with a like. We document these spells so that fewer Paladins waste 4th level slots on enemies who simply shrug off the save. A stolen reaction is worth more than 14 damage. Remember that the next time you are facing something that loves its counterspell.